Hey everybody, Drew Stevenson here with Cosmocast Lacrosse. I am already thinking spring. Why? Because our spring lacrosse season, believe it or not, is just a month away, right? About 5 weeks away. Whether you're a beginner, been playing for years, at the youth level or even the high school level, it is go time. It's now the final few weeks of the preseason, if you will. So many of you have been training and conditioning and stuff like that. This video is for everybody, but it's also for our beginners, okay? And maybe you're brand new, or maybe you've just got a season or so under your belt and you're 8 years old, and maybe there's a parent here of some newer players that has literally no idea what lacrosse is about or how you can help your young player. And this is for boys and girls. Stick work, doesn't matter. Boy, girl, doesn't matter the age. You will always and will always have to work on your stick skills, okay? And so for this video, I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible and challenge everybody no matter where you are. Like I said, the very beginner, this could be maybe your first season coming up. You're thinking about playing and signing up. I'm going to point out a couple things you need to start working on right away, okay? And this also goes for even our middle schoolers and high schoolers or even college kids. Who knows? Their season's literally starting as I make this video. But just some basic stuff that you, as players, and obviously parents of maybe some younger players that are just getting into the game that you can focus on and look at, okay? Obviously, it's wintertime. I'm indoors right now. I got a window right above me here, that bright light, and I've also got a, kind of a homemade prop rebounder. So I don't encourage any player, regardless of your skill set or your experience, to do anything like this indoors. I'm just doing it for you guys to look at it from a stick work perspective. So when you do have the opportunity to get out and play catch with a friend, maybe mom and dad, sister, brother, teammate, or hit the wall, hit the rebounder, whatever it may be, you need to get working on this stuff right away. And obviously it starts with just basic fundamentals, okay? And that means, hey, if you're a strong lefty, you got to be banging the wall with your left hand. But guess what? You also got to be using your weak hand, okay? So big things first, overhand, 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 okay? I've been coaching long enough to see that a lot of kids see some really experienced players, whether it be at the high school, college, or pro level, doing a lot of sidearm. So here's your fundamental for your beginners, but also just everybody that must do it. Even our pros that we see all the time, they still do the fundamentals exceptionally well, and they still practice them, okay? So overhand passing, okay? You're gonna hear kind of a loud thud here. Boom, right off my rebounder, all right? And you'll notice I'm going straight over the top, okay? Same thing with it was my non-dominant hand. I'm a strong righty. My non-dominant hand is my lefty, right? And I'm working on this. And it should be going right over the top, okay? And so from perspective at the camera angle, parents, if you're watching and you're going to help your young new player, straight over the top here, right? Just like you would throw the ball or shoot the ball in basketball, okay? You want to go right over the top, just so, maybe a slight angle out here, but none of this sidearm stuff, especially for our beginners. I do encourage any player that has been playing for some time to work on it, right? Your sidearm or even underhand, because there is a time and place for everything, but the basic fundamentals start with overhand, okay? And working both hands. I don't care how new or how experienced you are to the game of lacrosse, you never can work both hands enough, and particularly your weak hand, okay? So there's lesson number one. Lesson number two, obviously doing it in a safe space, players. Don't do this around a window or around your house, anything that could break your car, whatever it may be, okay? Is kind of what I did before with quick sticks, all right? But you can mix it up. You can throw it, multiple times. Excuse me, you can see my weak hand there needs some work, right? So it's here, okay? So instead of just doing 10 in a row with my strong hand and then maybe doing 10 in a row with my weak hand, right? Do different things, right? You're going to throw it, okay? Catch it, switch hands. So you're going to alternate. And this art of changing hands is so incredible, okay? This is called cradling. It's called changing hands. It's called split dodge. If you just bring it across your face and then bring it back again, it's a face dodge. So for all my experienced players, you all know that. All right, but for my beginner players and beginner parents watching this video, those are just a couple of quick things you need to start working on. And I highly encourage you to get out as soon as you can, even if it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes, right? Base it on time maybe at first just because you're newer, but for our more experienced players, you should be getting out probably doing 300, 400, 500 touches in a day, okay? Which for our experienced players, that may only take 10 minutes, which really isn't a lot of time. Okay, so all the factors, in terms of time or reps and stuff like that is based on individual, but that's that's what I encourage my players to do. Any questions, contact me at cosmolacrosse@gmail.com, and I hope to see you out throwing the ball against the wall, rebounder, playing catch in the front yard or backyard or whatever. And again, We're here to help. If you have any questions just in general about lacrosse, please don't hesitate to reach out. CosmoLacrosse@gmail.com. Thanks.